Pages TV was known as Jamal Grant on the NBC Saturday morning comedy series City Guys. He's also known for his sexy role, Sweetness, in Roll Bounce. Currently, he stars on the hit show, The Soul Man, with comedian Cedric the Entertainer. So, everybody, let's give it up for Mr. Wesley Jonathan.
Yes, indeed.
What up, man?
How you doing?
All right.
Have a seat, Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah. What is this, velvet?
Yes, it is.
Nice, it's nice.
How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
We are great.
That's right.
Before we get started, I have to talk about your baby hair because the locks are so luscious and curly. Can we talk about it?
Genetics. I can't take credit for them. They were passed down.
Okay. Well, tell your mother kudos.
So no kit?
Nah, no S-curl kit, man.
None of that, no.
But I see yours is working real well.
Oh, you talk about, man, boy, I always thought y'all two had something going on, but
Don't worry about our life. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's talk. You have been in the business forever.
Yeah, over 2 decades. A little over 2 decades. Yeah.
That's 20 years for people that don't know.
That don't know how to, the decade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was the first major, as a kid, what was the first major role you did?
Well, my first guest starring roles on a TV show called 21 Jump Street. Mm-hmm. For those who are too young, that was the show that made Johnny Depp a star. I was on there, I guest starred on there, and after that, I just kind of got more jobs. Sister, Moesha, The Parenthood, Boy Meets World.
You were rocking the ponytail?
I had a whole lot of different hair traumas throughout the year. so yeah, I had the ponytail with the fade on the side. I had the braids. I call it the immature Marcus Houston braids.
No, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So.
And one of your major roles you are known for is Sweetness.
Yeah, back in 2005, I did a film called Roll Bounce with Bow Wow, Nick Cannon, myself, Megan Good, just a plethora of young stars. And I played the villain in the film, Sweetness.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, every time you came home, my girl back in the day was just, hey, can we go skating? What?
Yeah, well, see that?
We don't
what?
skate.
Yeah, what do you mean?
We
Why?
don't skate since when?
Every time you came home.
Hey, man, what can I say, man?
Hey, man. Hey, so from that point on, did you inherit that? Hey, I'm the pretty boy, or?
I mean, ever since I did that movie, Sweetness has been my name.
Yeah,
so
I got you.
So now that's what I'm called through the airports. Wherever I go, they call me Sweetness. So I mean, it's cool. It's a blessing. I'm not mad at it at all.
Was that your hair?
Yeah, man, that fro was mine.
That was
my hair. Some people think it's a wig, but if you follow my work throughout the years, you knew that my hair was extremely long. So that was my hair, man, real fro.
He just didn't put any juice, baby juice.
Yeah.
You trying to say that's what I do or something? Or?
I don't know what you do with that.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the locks that actually curl.
I like how you said that.
Yeah. Anyway.
That name.
So currently you are on The Soul Man. Tell us about that.
The Soul Man, we are in our 3rd season. I still can call it a new show because people are still trying to catch on to it. The Soul Man stars Cedric the Entertainer, myself, and Niecy Nash, or I should say Cedric the Entertainer, Niecy Nash, and myself. The 3rd season, we've been in production for a couple of weeks now. It's on TV Land. TV Land is the home network, but our reruns show on BET. So oftentimes the networks get confused, but we are a TV Land TV show.
Okay.
The show is based about Cedric's character, who was a minister. Who is a minister, but prior to being a minister, he was an R&B singer. He used to sing all kind of dirty, filthy songs. So just to sum it up, imagine R. Kelly.
Right.
With all his dirty songs, one day saying, hey, you know what? I got the calling to be a pastor.
He tried that though for a minute. Remember he had a moment where he made a lot of spiritual songs and we didn't believe him because he did other stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, just think of it that way. So we took it and made it a comedic kind of thing, and it's a really funny show, really good show. So, gotta make sure people check it out.
I actually want to ask you real fast, out of just your career, what was your pride and joy? What was the best film or show or whatever character you played where you like, you know what, that was the one that I like?
It's funny because I'm really hard on myself, so I don't like too much. There was an episode that I did of Cold Case. It was a guest starring role in Cold Case that I did that I thought was really, really cool. Me, Megan Good was in that as well. Vanessa Bell Calloway was in that. It was a really great, Loretta Devine was in that episode. And it was a really, really good piece. I don't know, it was one of those things where I saw myself and was kind of like, that was good.
That was good. I got you.
Well, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, and then Roll Bounce was cool too, man. I really put a lot of energy into that character, man, and trying to make sure.
A lot of push-ups.
Yeah, a lot of push-ups.
Your shirt was
and try to make sure that, every young man, old man, or middle-aged man wanted to be Sweetness. Every young, old, or middle-aged woman wanted to be with Sweetness. And to have him be still a villain, tough but yet funny, so to combine all those colors in the character was not the easiest thing to do, because he had to still be likable, but then you want to hate him at the same time. So that character was somebody that I was pretty satisfied with. I try to think about what could I have done to make it better, but I can't. So
yeah, you nailed that though, man.
Thanks, man.
I watched you a couple times.
Yeah.
I had to see what she was looking at. Like.
Right.
Before we let you go, tell me real quick. You've been in the business for over 20 years. How have you managed to not get involved with a lot of the pitfalls that other stars that you've worked with, like Amanda Bynes, have gotten involved with? I mean, you've been out here for a minute.
Yeah.
In Hollywood.
For those that don't know, I was on a TV show called What I Like About You right after City Guys for many years. Stars Amanda Bynes. I played Amanda's best friend. I guess it's a bit of a combination between upbringing, looking at my peers and people in the business as examples of what not to do. I think it's just I don't know, it's a discipline thing. I mean, it's very hard. We all make mistakes, and when you're in the spotlight, it's magnified.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. I try to make sure that I don't try to walk on eggshells, because then that drives you crazy as well. You kind of be yourself, but you guys just be a little smart about things. There's some things that I've done that aren't too smart, and it probably will surface when I, really blow and explodes. But so I don't know. But I don't know. I think it's really a upbringing thing, and I mean, I'm pretty aware of what not to do.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, before you go, let everybody know where we can find you at Twitter, Instagram, and let them know when they can catch the Soul Man.
Yo, you can hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at Wesley Jonathan, at WesleyJonathan. Make sure you guys tune in March 26th, live televised show of The Soul Man. Me, Cedric the Entertainer, and Niecy Nash. It's live, so that means if you see me on the screen and I mess up, you're actually seeing it. It's a very special episode. It's gonna be hot. We got a nice special guest for you, so make sure you check it out.
Nice. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Wesley Jonathan. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming, brother. I appreciate that. Always.